The year was 1872, a time when the vast oceans were still largely uncharted and full of mystery. The vast Atlantic stretched out under a clear sky, its endless expanse both beautiful and foreboding. The salt spray rose and fell with the gentle rhythm of the waves, a soothing yet constant reminder of the ocean's power. It was then, on December 4th, that the brigantine DEI Gratia spotted something unusual on the horizon, a sight that would soon become infamous. A ship, sailing erratically, drifted aimlessly in the distance, its sails flapping as if in distress. This was no ordinary vessel, this was the Mary Celeste, a merchant ship seemingly abandoned at sea, its fate shrouded in mystery. The sight sent chills down the spines of Captain Morehouse and his crew aboard the DEI Gratia. They had never seen anything like it. They knew something was amiss. The Mary Celeste, though slightly damaged, appeared seaworthy, yet there was an eerie silence about her. The Mary Celeste, though slightly damaged, appeared seaworthy. Her sails were partially set and her lifeboat was missing, suggesting a hurried departure. Yet there was no sign of life on board. The crew had vanished without a trace. The silence was deafening, broken only by the creaking of the ship's timbers and the lapping of the waves against her hull. It was as if the ship itself was whispering secrets. The Mary Celeste presented a haunting spectacle. A ghost ship adrift on the open sea. It was as if time had stopped on board, freezing a moment in the middle of a journey. Where was the crew? What had happened to them? The mystery of the Mary Celeste had just begun. What had transpired on this seemingly cursed vessel? The mystery of the Mary Celeste had just begun. A mystery that would captivate the world for centuries to come, inspiring countless theories and stories. The DEI Gratia, drawn by a sense of duty and morbid curiosity, cautiously approached the derelict ship, their minds racing with possibilities. The crew prepared to board, their hearts pounding with a mixture of fear and anticipation. What would they find on this ghostly vessel? What they would find on board would become the stuff of legends, a tale that would be told and retold for generations. A tale whispered in hushed tones in port taverns and recounted in countless books and documentaries, each adding their own twist to the enigma. The abandoned Mary Celeste stood as a silent testament to the unpredictable and often unforgiving nature of the sea, a mystery that remains unsolved to this day. The Mary Celeste was no stranger to the sea. She had weathered many storms and sailed through countless adventures, becoming a seasoned vessel of the vast oceans. Built in Nova Scotia in 1861, the 103-foot brigantine had sailed under various owners and captains. Each had left their mark on her, adding to her storied past. However, it was under the command of Captain Benjamin Briggs that she embarked on her most fateful voyage. Briggs, a man of the sea, had a deep connection with his ship, treating her as an extension of himself. Briggs, a seasoned mariner with a reputation for competence and piety, took command of the Mary Celeste in 1872. His dedication to his crew and ship was unparalleled, and he was known for his meticulous attention to detail. Joining Captain Briggs on this journey was his wife, Sarah Cobb Briggs, and their 2-year-old daughter, Sophia Matilda. The family shared a bond that was rare and beautiful, often seen together on the deck, enjoying the sea breeze. It was unusual for a captain's family to accompany him on a cargo run, but the Briggs were known to be close. They cherished their time together, finding solace in each other's company amidst the vastness of the ocean. They preferred the comforts of their small cabin on board to the uncertainties of life on land. The cabin, though modest, was filled with love and warmth, making it a true home away from home. The remainder of the crew consisted of 7 experienced seamen, all hailing from different corners of the globe. Each brought their unique skills and stories, creating a rich tapestry of cultures and experiences on board. The ship was laden with 1,701 barrels of commercial alcohol destined for Genoa, Italy. This cargo was valuable, and the crew was well aware of the importance of their mission. With a full cargo hold and high hopes for a profitable journey, the Mary Celeste set sail from New York City on November 7, 1872. The crew was optimistic, and the ship cut through the water with purpose and grace. Little did they know that this voyage would be their last. The sea, unpredictable and unforgiving, had other plans for the Mary Celeste and her crew. The Mary Celeste, once a symbol of hope and adventure, would soon become synonymous with maritime mystery. Her name would be etched in history, not for her voyages, but for the enigma that surrounded her fate. The details of the voyage, meticulously recorded in the ship's logbook, would later become crucial clues in the quest to unravel the enigma of the abandoned ship. Each entry, a piece of the puzzle, would be analyzed and debated by experts and enthusiasts alike. Every detail, from the weather conditions to the last meal served, would be scrutinized for any hint of what might have transpired. The mystery of the Mary Celeste would captivate the world, leaving more questions than answers, and ensuring her place in the annals of maritime history. The DEI Gracia, under the command of Captain David Morehouse, had left New York City on November 15, 1872, 8 days after the Mary Celeste. The Mary Celeste, a brigantine, was captained by Benjamin Briggs and was also bound for Europe, carrying a cargo of industrial alcohol. The DEI Gracia was bound for Gibraltar with a cargo of kerosene, a highly flammable substance that required careful handling during the voyage. Their paths intersected on that fateful December day, forever linking the fates of the two ships and their crews. The vast Atlantic Ocean, often a place of isolation, became the stage for an enduring maritime mystery. As the DEI Gracia drew closer to the Mary Celeste, Captain Morehouse and his first mate, Oliver Devoe, observed several peculiarities. The ship appeared to be sailing erratically, and there was an eerie stillness about it. The ship's sails were set but not properly trimmed, flapping loosely in the wind. This was highly unusual for a vessel at sea, suggesting something had gone terribly wrong. The lifeboat was gone, but the davits were still in place, suggesting it had been lowered carefully. This indicated that the crew had left the ship in an orderly manner, but why? Most disturbingly, there was no sign of the crew. The ship was eerily silent, with no one to answer their hails. A boarding party was immediately dispatched from the DEI Gracia. The men were apprehensive, unsure of what they might find aboard the seemingly abandoned vessel. They found the Mary Celeste in a state of disarray, but not destruction. The ship was seaworthy, but it was clear that something had caused the crew to leave in haste. There was evidence of water damage below deck, but the cargo was largely intact. The barrels of alcohol were undisturbed, ruling out theft as a motive. The ship's chronometer was broken, its sextant was missing, and the compass was out of its mount. These navigational tools were essential for the crew's survival at sea. However, this most chilling discovery was the ship's logbook. It was the key to understanding the final days of the Mary Celeste. The last entry in the logbook was dated 10 days earlier, on November 24th. It was a routine entry, noting the ship's position and weather conditions. It placed the Mary Celeste in a position approximately 400 miles east of the Azores. This was far from any major shipping lanes, adding to the mystery. The entry was written in Captain Briggs' neat handwriting and made no mention of any unusual events or distress. Everything seemed normal, yet the crew had vanished. The logbook ended abruptly, leaving a chilling void in the narrative of the Mary Celeste's final days. The mystery deepened as the fate of the crew remained unknown, and the sea held its secrets close. The discovery of the Mary Celeste sparked a firestorm of speculation and intrigue. Newspapers around the world ran sensationalized accounts of the ghost ship, fueling public fascination with the case. Theories abounded, ranging from the plausible to the outlandish. Some experts pointed to piracy as a possible explanation. The Atlantic was known to be treacherous, and pirates, though not as common as in centuries past, still posed a threat to merchant vessels. However, the fact that the cargo was largely untouched and valuable personal belongings remained on board cast doubt on this theory. Others speculated that the crew had mutinied, killing Captain Briggs and his family before escaping in the lifeboat. This theory, however, seemed unlikely given Briggs's reputation as a fair and respected captain. Additionally, there was no sign of a struggle on board, and it seemed implausible that an experienced crew would abandon a seaworthy vessel. The strange circumstances surrounding the Mary Celeste's abandonment gave rise to more fantastical theories. Some whispered of sea monsters, giant squid, or even alien abduction. While these theories captured the public imagination, they lacked any credible evidence.